Nigga, what you see, I'm hooded up. Y'all ain't trippin' if you talkin' tough. Runnin' up, little boy, I got the semi-tough. My sister, she used to be rimmed up. Shout out my mama, she done sobered up. What's going on, D peeps? What's happening out there? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's your boy Ticket Chad, man. If you're not familiar, if you're new here, this is what we do. Keep it true. Put some glue in your shoes. Stick around 10 toes down. You might miss something. Probably the next review. Anyway, man, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you and your time clicking on me. I'm about to do a reaction to this video, man, sent to me. Speaking of which, y'all know this is a new channel, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know what I said? Click the bell. That might give you the notifications. Again, I'm new here. Y'all not. So y'all familiar with this. Y'all might put me up on some game. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I got a comment, and I'm going to give a shout out to my first comment. And it's Cleopatra Osborne. I'm not sure if this is a spam account or if this is real or not, but hey, I said I'm gonna do it, so I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and get some comments, man. I might shout y'all out too. But anyway, I'm about to get into this. It might be a little disturbing for some, you know what I'm saying? First of all, rest in peace, rest in power, Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? And it's about the man that's, the guy that's locked up for killing him. But apparently there's some information that he may not have been the accuser of. He may not be the snitch that supposedly he was accused of by Nip. But anyway, about to get into it, you know what I'm saying?
And tonight, prosecutors are sharing new details about the final moments of rapper Nipsey Hussle's life.
Yeah, they say Hussle told Eric Holder the word on the street was that he was a snitch, then Holder opened fire.
Man. I don't remember it going down like that, but then again, I wasn't there. So if anybody got anything to say in the comment, respect these men. You know what I'm saying? Even though that man threw his life away doing that, he's probably locked up forever. I don't know, I ain't looking into the case, but again, this man has passed on. He still got family and friends, and he still got real riders out here that don't play by his name, so put some respect on it. Rest in peace, Nipsey.
What's going on, y'all? Man, I was checking out this recent interview that Brick Baby did on No Jumper. If you're not familiar with Brick Baby, he was somebody who helped start the whole MPA, Money, Pounds, and Ammunition, that whole movement that was going on in Atlanta. MPA Shitro, if you're familiar with that name, that's Brick Baby, or Brick Baby Shitro, or just shitty as far as like what he's known as in his hood. You know, he's a member of the Rolling 60s. He came up in that area, South Central LA, but he ended up relocating to Atlanta.
That's crazy. And MPA, he always got the blue Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put no police shit, so we ain't finna get into nobody affiliation. But
if you're familiar with the Rolling 60s, man, you know that Nipsey Hussle is somebody who really put the 60s on the map and was like the face for that particular set of the Crips, you know what I'm saying, just worldwide. No matter how far he got, you know how big he got with the Grammy nominations and all of that stuff, the major label, the businesses, etc. He never, you know, separated himself from his gang, his upbringing, you know, and he really put the 60s on his back and just represented Crenshaw and Slauson, just South Central LA, just LA in general, man, just pushing that. And unfortunately, you know, he ended up dying in that same area, that same section of LA that he had so much love and passion and respect for. I'm sure a lot of y'all know, you know, on March 31st of 2019, Nip was in the parking lot outside of the Marathon store, his clothing store. But he was just signing autographs and taking pictures. And when Eric Holder, Shitty Cuz, approached him, and while they having this conversation, Nipsey reportedly lets Eric know that it's like some rumors circulating that he had been doing some type of cooperating with law enforcement, that he was an informant, in so many words, a snitch. Eric reportedly let Nip know, like, hey man, that's not the case, those are lies, it's just people who are hating on me, spreading the rumors and
you see, across the stomach, woman walk over the hustle, the rapper told street snitching. Andrew testimony, friends and prayer. The dog was next to him. ORG, man, talking to authorities about the Rolling 60 gangs. Police documents, court records show it. You need to address it, Hussy. See, you need to address it. That's crazy. Now, you know what I'm saying? The reason that's crazy, I'm saying that's crazy because I feel that, like, he not even accusing you. He wasn't even accusing that man of snitching. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, like I say, I don't know these men, you know what I'm saying? But I know how that shit is on the streets, like the wordplay, get around and people snitching. I've been incarcerated a few times. I've never told on anyone. I've never been in nobody's black and white. That means somebody's, you know what I'm saying, motion of discovery where you turn states or you made statements on them. They're gonna put that shit in somebody's motion of discovery. It has to be, you know, the little person in the court that be doing the tick, 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 the little silent person that be tick, 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 tick. Those are, everything gets in, what you call it, document and transcripts. So if you is telling it, no matter how much money you got, it's gonna be somewhere in some written document. You know what I'm saying? That being said, sometimes when people get to doing this, right? People get their word playing. Somebody get to snitching and don't even know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, this smell good. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it like, I don't know where y'all from, but here, marijuana is legal. But some people might be like, dang, that's fire. Where you get that from? Oh, but such and such got some kill. Just off of that. You ain't mean to snitch, but you gave information to somebody. I know y'all be like, man, that ain't snitching. Okay, but listen, if 100 people say that such and such got that fire, eventually this word is gonna travel and the police, law enforcement, everyone's gonna hear it. So you kind of are snitching. Anyway, I don't want to make what I'm saying though, it's crazy that he said you need to address it. That means like he got an image, right? If you a stand-up guy and you stand up on your name and your image, that means like he take it serious. And my nose is itching. I got nose hair. I don't do nothing. I don't do drugs. But anyway, you see me doing this, it's just a nervous thing. I'm not really familiar with the camera yet, y'all. But anyway, I just think it's crazy. I really felt the way he said you need to address it. That's not saying, hey, no, you a snitch, get away from me. He was respectful. That's like, look, man, there's some shit going out here about your name being any, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true or not, but until you address it, I can't really be socializing with you. You feel me? It's like, I don't know about your business, but I heard about that shit. So until you clear it up, let me fall back. Same way with Tory Lane's situation and the baby. I'm using it as an example because they stunning and he was supposed to be stunning to Megan saying, oh, that video ain't coming out. I ain't even clear that shit. But he just fall back until you address that shit. After that shit got addressed, I don't know if it's swept under I don't know what happened, but whatever going on with the case, he feel confident to put that music out, and now it is signed off on. So it's like, some people just gotta find out, just fall back till you address it. I just think it's interesting the way he said you need to address it. That's not really saying you a snitch.
We asked him if he had heard his new music, because, you know, Eric was he was an inspiring artist as well, but, you know, obviously he didn't see any real success from that. But unfortunately, you know, after that conversation, which according to reports, it wasn't like a heated conversation or nothing like that. No argument ensued. It was just more so like Nip letting him know, hey, man, this is what I'm hearing. You need to, you know, address that and correct that. Eric, he reportedly leaves, walks off, you know, him and his girl, him and the chick he's with get into the whip. They pull off into like a little, an adjacent parking lot or something like that. And he hops out with a 9mm, and he also reportedly had a revolver.
Man,
You know, he walks back over to where Nip and his homeboys were standing and just started letting off multiple shots, you know.
Eric Holder's girlfriend, who was behind the wheel of his car as the two of them pulled into a South LA strip mall where Nipsey Hussle was standing, talking to friends on the afternoon of March 31st. Mr. Holder got...
Let me make sure I ain't mistaken. Let me rewind it a little bit before I jump in, because did they just say he asked, like, hey, y'all heard my new music? And they was like, nah. And then they just carried on the conversation like it wasn't heated or nothing. That's probably heat. Hold on. Let me make sure that's what it said.
Get into the whip. They pull off, and this is what I'm hearing. You need to, you know, address that and correct that. Eric, he reportedly leaves, walks off. Aspiring artist as well, but and doing some type of cooperating with law enforcement. That he was an informant, in so many words, a snitch. Eric reportedly let Nip know, like, hey man, that's not the case. Those are lies. It's just people who are hating on me, spreading the rumors, and actually asked him if he had heard his new music, because you know Eric was a.
He asked his man if you heard my new music. That's crazy. Like, you gotta think, like, what could be in a man, what could spark that much to make a man go from like 0 to 100 type shit, right? It's like the fact that Nipsey was blowing up, Nip was blowing up, he was up. And the fact that he trying to get on, you know what I'm saying? His music trying to get on. I'm looking for my lighter, y'all. The fact that he was trying to get on, and then it's like, you call me a snitch. And then he said there was a couple females, some people was around, whatever, and he said, hey, y'all heard my new music? The motherfuckers just like, nah, nigga. But hey, anyway, back to that snitching shit, nigga. You need to address that shit. So when you put that into context, nigga, you just like, hey, you just gonna shit on my music? Like, not saying it like that, but he probably felt that way. You know what I'm saying? And then in that moment, it's like, that was probably his last, like, Nipsey didn't know that, but that was dude probably last attempt to be like, is this finna go this way, or you know what I'm saying? Well, it's probably like, shit, if you wasn't no snitch, I probably would have helped your little music, you know? That's messed up, man.
He was an inspiring artist as well, but you know, obviously he didn't see any real success from that. But unfortunately, you know, after that conversation, which according to reports, it wasn't like a heated conversation or nothing like that. No argument ensued. It was just more so like Nip letting them know, hey man, this is what I'm hearing. You need to, you know, address that and correct that. Eric reportedly leaves, walks off. You know, him and his girl, him and the chick he's with get into the whip. They pull off into like an adjacent parking lot or something like that, and he hops out with a 9mm, and he also reportedly had a revolver. You know, he walks back over to where Nip and his homeboys were standing and just started letting off multiple shots. You know,
Eric Holder's girlfriend, who was behind the wheel of his car as the two of them pulled into a South LA strip mall where Nipsey Hussle was standing talking to friends on the afternoon of March 31st. Mr. Holder got out of the car, immediately walked up to the group where Mr. Hussle was, and then had a conversation, the prosecutor told the grand jury. That conversation is important because that conversation has something to do with Nipsey Hussle accusing Mr. Holder of snitching, which in the gang world is a very serious offense. The prosecutor went on to say Holder's girlfriend will testify. She took a photograph with Nipsey Hussle and she drove Holder away from the strip mall. After they drove off, Mr. Holder pulled out a gun, told witness number 1 to drive around the block. Witness number 1 drove Mr. Holder around the block, also told him to put the gun away, the prosecutor said. She was concerned that he might shoot her accidentally or shoot somebody from her car. He then told her to pull over at a certain...
That's some bullshit. Yeah, then I told him, man, you know, I even told him put it away. You know, you might end up shooting me. All right.
Location near the strip mall, and he told her to wait there. He'd be right back. He walked off back toward the parking lot where he walked up to within a couple of feet of Nipsey Hussle and fired multiple rounds into him from 2 different guns.
So bringing y'all up to speed, in the interview with No Jumper, Brick Baby talks about, you know, coming up with Nipsey as well as Eric, and how they were both like very, very close to him, and it was pretty much like brothers from another mother. So if you think about that, man, you think about you got two different homeboys, you know, that y'all all represent the same
That's
gang,
crazy.
and this one situation takes place, and one of your homeboys is killed, and one of your homeboys is locked up and incarcerated for that death. And this all happened while he was reportedly locked up himself, you know. So he just talked about that, man, and he revealed during that interview that, you know, that the information that was circulating about Eric being a snitch was false. We said it was some misinformation going around, that Eric had cooperated, and that wasn't the truth.
At the end of the day, both them niggas is something like my brothers. You get what I'm saying? We just ain't the same blood. Like, so it's gonna be hard for me to accept another nigga after you done killed my boy. You get what I'm saying? Cause you know that's my boy, and it could have went different. You could have handled shit different, period. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just that.
Fucked
Cuz
up.
didn't tell on nobody, and that's the only thing I'ma say. Everybody trying to call him a snitch. That was some false information that was going around.
Really?
So, but I ain't gonna elaborate on that. Nip, my dog, that shit hurt a nigga, cause then when I found out who it was, it choked the nigga up. I lost two of my good people at one time.
Just to hear that, you know, out of the dude's mouth and know where that ended up leading to, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. You know, R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. Talented, man. But yeah, man, if y'all messing with the video, you know, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do so ASAP, you know. We'll have some more content coming at y'all, man. Until next time, it's your guy Lewis checking in 100.
That's crazy, man. Dang, that's fucking crazy. This the irony, like, if that ain't, like, that's all for nothing, you know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing, like, he just say you need to address it. He ain't say, I know if that's true or not. He could have just been here in the street, hoopla, you know, that telephone game. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest, police can be on bullshit, right? I remember one time, we're gonna make this a slash story time, right? And I have ADHD, so if I get off my case, you know what I'm saying, bear with me. But I remember one time, I was seeing this female, right? This before my wife. Long time ago. Long time ago. And anyway, I had this new girl, and you know, jealousy was involved and things like that. So we had a rental. I had just got this rental car, but I didn't put it in my name. I put it in my new friend, my new female friend's name. Right? She didn't smoke. She didn't smoke weed at all. She didn't drink. She didn't do none of that. I was still into the beginning mode of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't want to say seducing her, but just getting to know her. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about us, we don't always have to smoke. If you don't smoke, that's cool. I don't always have to sit there and smoke. I can do without sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's for me. I can respect it. If I'm engaged in your company, I'm engaged in your company. Anyway, that being said, this jealous person called the authorities. She seen me and bending and grinning, seen me in traffic with the new thing. Oh, yes. This man is bringing with all the stuff. He has all the goods, and he's in this kind of car. Yes. Like, some people would rather see you in jail or dead before they see you with somebody else type shit. So anyway, I guess they just so happen to be out, you know what I'm saying? And that's just something. You don't just call. That's also called obstruction of justice, you people. They like to call the police you Karens and bullshit. But anyway, they don't just waste their resources, just go out for anybody. So this person that called, they really came. So you have a high success rate for when you call, they really must get something. So they was really using their resources on this motherfucker. She called them, and they came. Not only did they come, they came in unmarked vehicles. So anyway, was I driving or was she driving? I don't remember. I really don't. I really may think I was driving. Yeah, okay, I was driving. It doesn't matter, but it's okay. Anyway, long story short, there was nothing in the car. Not a crumb, not a morsel of any marijuana. So they come to the car. Yeah, sir. Yeah, we need to pull you out the car. We heard there was we heard there was dead. They literally said this. We heard they were hauling dead bodies out here out of your trunk. I said, oh, it's okay, officer. I'll just go ahead and pop the trunk for you. Go ahead and look. We'll be on our way. Stop the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, no. I say, come on, if you're going to bullshit me, I'm going to bullshit you. Because I know my rights, sir. You know what I'm saying? Don't stunt and bullshit me. What you pulling me over for? Oh, it smells like weed. Cut it out. Ain't no weed in this car. I haven't smoked all day. No, sir. Well, man, listen, they shining a light. Oh, there's crumbs down here. No, there's not. So anyway, one of the tactics that they like to do is they like to put fear in your female friend, especially if this person doesn't really know you, especially if they may happen to be Caucasian or biracial or something, you know what I'm saying? Oh, if you with a white girl, they're definitely pulling her out the car and gonna question her without you. They're definitely pulling her out. Drop a comment if you've been through that. They're gonna pull her out the car first. You know what I'm saying? Do you know this guy? Do you think he has anything on you? First, they're gonna be like, hey, look, we know there's something in the car. We're gonna call our K9. They're gonna put all the pressure to try to scare her. You know what I'm saying? And then they ask you, like, they're your friend. Are you sure? They play out doubt. You sure there's any? And then if she go, I mean, I don't think so. Once you say anything that's doubt, they be like, well, we'll just go and check. You know what I'm saying? And then they put the pressure on you. But anyway, she wasn't going. She was like, no, I don't smoke. He don't smoke. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Then they was like, look, sir, we gonna pull you out the car, or, you know what I'm saying, we gonna call the K9 and all that. I'm like, look, man, I ain't had nothing anyway. So I'm like, look, man, fuck it. Let's just go and get this over with. I got shit to do. Go ahead. Which I wouldn't. Usually, I stand on my ground like, no, sir, you ain't got no right. But I was like, fuck it, let's get this over with for the female's sake. They said, we need to search the car. She gave us consent. We're going to set you into the front seat of my vehicle. No, sir. No, you're not. No. Take me to jail. You can take me to jail for whatever. You're not putting me in this front seat of this vehicle on this main busy street. We was on a main street 2 blocks from the hood. So literally my destination, people can ride past, see this whole altercation. You think I'm gonna let people, look, I know there's nothing in this vehicle. I know I have nothing. I know we're innocent. So I know at the end of the day, you're gonna search this vehicle and let us go. Why would I get myself in this front seat of your car just for you to let me go and I show up to my block seconds later? What does that look like? Somebody, oh man, I saw Chicka Chad in the front seat of the fucking station. And then hey guys, what's going on? You won't believe what happened to me back there. Yeah, right, I think not. And that's just the type of shit that I'm saying. Just that simple thing that could have happened would be like, oh, bro, I saw him over there. And telephone gang. Next thing you know, Chad might be a snitch. No, that ain't true. So that could have been a situation. And he wasn't saying you was snitch. He was just like, hey, man, you need to address that shit. Anyway, long story short, it was a funny thing. There was nothing. And then they kept it real. They was like, nah, man, you must have pissed some lady off or something. She called, said you had guns, drugs. And then he said, well, look, man, where's the guns, drugs, and large amount of money? I said, man, you fucking kidding me? I said, bro, you just don't know. I just put $7 in this fucking rental. $7 in this tank. Stop fucking playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my little story time, Chicka Chats. Like I said, a motherfucking bag. If you want to hear motherfucking stories like this, you're going to have to go to that'sthepodcast.com. And we got the podcast on all platforms. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple, iHeart, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And in there, like booty head, truly there. But anyway, man, hey, it's your boy, Chicka Chats. Stacking to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Did I get my shout out? Cleopatra, what's her name? Man, look at that comment on, man, she probably a fake page or something, man. Don't be sending me no spam accounts. I'm trying to get this channel popping. I'm not trying to get blocked by the fucking spam and shit, man. Cut that shit out, man. But anyway, man, y'all could be anywhere on the tube, but just sitting there fucking with dude. It's your boy Chicken Taz, stack it to the back.